How you guys doing? My name's Mark Pontius. This is Mark Foster. We're in a band called Foster the People. Thanks for having us. This has been a really cool thing to be a part of. You know, we've spent the last couple of days canvassing, going door to door on ground level, you know, and just talking to people. It's been really nice and inspiring to be so welcomed by the amazing state of Iowa. You know, for me, it's always been hard to get into politics growing up. It's always been such a foreign thing to me. It's hard to get your head around the policies, the head games that are going on. You know, I've always just kind of checked out of it. And to be honest, a lot of the times I think it feels like some robots talking, and it's hard to relate, you know? And so I tend to simplify it, and I think when you simplify what a presidential election is, it's really about picking a leader, somebody that you really believe in. And when you simplify what a leader is somebody that has the power to pull people together and inspire them and create a movement of people that are willing to do whatever they can to fight for it. And it's not somebody that is dividing people and scaring them, you know? It's not what a leader is. A leader is also somebody that's not afraid to stand up to things that are not in the best interests of the majority, and no matter how unpopular it is, you know? That's what a good leader is to me, and that's why I'm fighting for Bernie Sanders.
Hey guys, man, it's so awesome to see you guys all out here 24 hours before the caucus. I'm supporting Bernie Sanders because I believe him. I think when he speaks, he's authentic. And the first time I heard him speak, that's what rang true to me, is that this guy's telling the truth. I support Bernie Sanders because he had the foresight and the courage to vote no on Iraq when everybody else voted for it. I support Bernie Sanders because he supported marriage equality in the 80s when it was an unpopular thing to support. I support Bernie Sanders because he's a man who practices what he preaches. And he hasn't taken 1 cent from a super PAC and has raised money from people that are in this country, normal, everyday people, as he's coming up against the 0.1% of Wall Street. I support Bernie Sanders because he wants to provide health care for everybody. It's crazy to me that we are the wealthiest country in the world, and there are 25 or 30 other countries that provide health care to everybody, and we don't. And I think that should change. And I think the only reason that hasn't changed is because of greed. I watched my godmother, who was like a second mom to me, lose a battle to cancer last year. And her husband, basically like a second dad, who's one of the hardest working guys that I've ever known. He would wake up literally at 4 a.m. every morning, and he ran a fencing company in the Bay Area in California. And he put food on the table for his 6 kids and his wife. He worked there for 40 years. And when he lost his wife that he was together with for 40 years, they were married for 40 years, I saw him not only lose his partner in life, I saw him lose the comfortability that he'd worked so hard for financially to be able to retire and having to pay for her expenses to fight cancer. And he did everything he could to pay for her medical costs. And to me, that's a tragedy. And I know that they're not the only ones. There's a lot of other people that have gone through this and have had to mortgage and sell their house just so they can pay medical bills. And to me, this is a country, we've been blessed. And for myself, my motto is if you've been blessed, you should be a blessing. And I think that we need to do a better job of taking care of each other here in this country. I support Bernie because he wants to bring an opportunity for good education to everybody in this country. And not have people be swimming in debt, college kids swimming in debt for 10 years just trying to pay off the education that they've worked so hard to get. And just to be honest, like we've been out here canvassing. It's so awesome to be here in Iowa to be able to talk to you guys face to face, to see how invested you are in the caucus tomorrow. And the last thing I want to say, I just want to encourage you. The most beautiful thing about a democracy is that our vote matters, and that there have been people that have fought and died for our opportunity, for the right that we have to vote. And I don't want to forget that tomorrow when we go caucus, every vote matters. This race is so close, and I just implore you guys to go to the caucus, support our man Bernie Sanders. He represents real change, and I think he has the courage to actually do something. I don't think we can stay with the status quo and let Washington stay in gridlock. I think we need somebody with a strong vision that's going to go in there and take care of business. And Bernie is on his way right now. The bus is rolling, so stay tuned, stand by. He'll be here in a little bit. Thanks.